All right, welcome back. We're live again, live-ish. I'm recording it without streaming it, so it's semi-live. Until I get used to this setup, I'm going to just continue to do a bit of a recorded video and then edit and update that later. I'm speaking off the cuff. I've got nothing planned. This is just a quick. I'm going to call it a vodcast or a podio. Like it's a podcast and a video at the same time. I'm experimenting with the setup on the system I've got now. Look, I've got this overhead camera now, which I love. Look at that. And the reason I'm going to show you this is because I've got on order this device from Belkin, which I love. It's Lightning. I'm sticking with the old iPhone at the moment, just because I've got. How do I get this thing to focus? Just because I've got an old iPhone. That's the only reason, and I'm refusing to spend lots of money on upgrading the phone just to get the latest phone. I'm showing you this on video because the connector, the Lightning connector, when it comes in focus again, the Lightning connector is quite corroded and worn. See that? I don't know if you can see it there. You can see it just there, I think. Maybe if I get closer. There we go. Oh, now it's lost it. Damn! How? Why? What the? I had it before. It was working really well, but I'm showing you this hopefully so that we can see the condition of the connector because I've been plugging and unplugging this thing. It used to come from the car. Oh, it's taking too long. Come on, you can do this. I'm holding it really steady. Damn it. Anyway, it's pretty useful. It's got a 3.5mm connector with a Lightning port to charge the phone with as I use it. So, yeah, I've ordered one of those. They are pricey items. I got to tell you, $48 off Amazon, but totally worth it because I really want to get. The sound. It's a long story. In my car, it's got Bluetooth, but it doesn't do Bluetooth audio. It's so annoying. I don't get it. It's a BMW Mini, 2012. What's that? Third generation R56. For some reason, it won't do audio. I can't play music over Bluetooth. It's got to be plugged into the auxiliary port with a 3.5mm connection. It drives me nuts. It drives me nuts, but also I like it. It's weird because I love the idea of having a quirky kind of a car with funny things you got to do to get it to work. I'll show you a video I did a while ago. I'll plug it in here so you can see what I'm talking about. I honestly can't think of what it is, so we're just going. I got a checklist, write everything in it. So there can't be anything else that I need. I just wonder what I'm forgetting. Or I wonder what I feel like I'm forgetting. Who knows? Let's put this in here. Right, I did a video on my starting technique for the Mini a while ago, but it's so much fun. I'll do it again. Let's see. So we've got, first of all, fob goes in, then put on clutch. And you get that screen going, then you push the button, starts the car up, put it in neutral, and then I can put my seatbelt on. Like so. And then I've got a few buttons to press, so I don't like the auto engine off feature, so I turn that off. I've got to click on confirm with this dash thing, so I press that button down there to go confirm, and then yep, bing, comes to life. Then I've got to pop the sunroof and then open it. Whoops. Switch is playing up, so that doesn't always work. And then two windows down, zzz, and zzz. Beautiful, and that means now I'm ready to go. So see you. And that's why I love driving that Mini. I don't know what it is, but I love that. I love that so much. Here's what's going on at the moment. I've been doing a shoot for a Bollywood director, writer, movie star, just an all-round good guy. Joe Joseph is his name, and we've been doing recording for ADR, so automatic dialogue recording of the dialogue for the Bollywood movie. It's all in a language called Malay, Indian dialect. I'm not sure if I've pronounced that correctly, but I don't understand anything they're saying, but I can tell from how they're saying things what's going on. It's amazing what you can pick up from the language, and especially the especially the emotion behind what's being said. Yeah, so I think it won't take too long. It wouldn't take too long if I was exposed more to the language and understanding what it is they were actually meaning. So the reason I'm showing you this screen is because we didn't get all the files copied across when we last met. We're meeting in Hurstville in a library in a recording studio, which is not really that great of a recording studio, got to be honest. It's pretty good. It looks good, but it doesn't actually work very well in terms of sound protection from outside. So if I spent more time there, I'd pick up their language and the meaning. But we didn't copy across all the files after leaving the library late on last Sunday. So I've zipped up the file over here, and then I'm transferring it using Swiss Transfer, which is this really cool website that I'm not sponsored by, and they're not sponsoring me or anything like that. But I just found it through working with other film movie buffs, people that I'm friends with. And I thought I'd let everyone know about it here. It's free. So far, I think I've got like 50 gig that I can upload, and then I put the person's email into this URL, swisstransfer.com/n-US, and then it prompts me to put in the email address of the person who's the recipient, puts in my email address so the recipient knows it's me. I write a short message in a window in this website, and then attach the file and click on transfer. And then it's in the background just transfers the file up and then emails the recipient when the transfer is complete. So I don't have to do anything. I just got to make sure the computer stays on, the transfer finishes, and then the recipient gets the email and they can click on the link and download the file. And there's no money changed, which is really cool. So 50 gig free. You can use it as much as you want. I applied for a job via Talent as a Scrum Master Project Manager 17 hours ago. This was listed. We've already got 65 applicants after 17 hours. So it's very competitive IT at the moment, and I'm not getting any bites at all in terms of interviews or phone calls or anything. I've had maybe 2 or 3 phone calls in the last, it'll be a year, coming up to a year, November, when I started looking properly for a job again. I lost a contract back in June 2023 with the Education Department of New South Wales, which was awesome. I love that crew, and I loved that job. I loved everything about it, but I was too honest, and I told them our team wasn't really at full capacity. I've learnt my lesson. I have to play the game better. But it was, really good fun, and I miss it, and I wish I could get back. But I'm actually equally enjoying working at the hardware store I mentioned before, Signub. It's all in code. Whoa, yeah. Oh, cool. All right, let's go. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. I had to do some. What was it? We're getting some repairs done to the bathroom, and there was a guy, Blake, my buddy Blake from Camden Bathrooms, doing repairs on a busted basin. I've got a new camera set up, and I wanted to show you this view that we've got outside, inside and outside. So there's a view on the right for Alfie's positioning in the shack. He always has a bit of a a drink, and then he has a lie down. He'll sit in front of the door there to keep an eye on what's going on. Our security dog. Oh, he wants to go outside. Okay. And I've got a view outside, mainly to see what the weather's like. So you can see a bit of cloud. It's a lovely spring day outside. You can hear maybe you can hear the birds. Oh, gee, on cue. That's great. So a lovely day. I've got to go to work soonish, but I thought we could do a quick little video to have an update on what's going on, because the trend that I see happening more and more, which is what I love about YouTube and always attracted me to YouTube, is the authentic bedroom videographer, the YouTuber in the bedroom or, studio, or whatever it is, unprofessional, just authentic, real, unscripted. This is what I'm doing more and more of now, and getting slightly more views as well with what I call it a podio or a vidcast. Like it's a cross between a podcast and a video, where it's mostly audio, but it's got a video backup. So if you wanted to see things on screen, you could jump onto YouTube and then look at the video. And I'm actually liking that format more than anything else. And I'm trying to get things prepared in the background, like a pause, and the different sound effects. So I've got 4 currently. You can hear those ones, and then this last one. They're all good fun. I love putting things like that in. I do it usually in post editing, but then it takes too long. I'd rather do things live if I can. And then it's a really easy process to follow. Just hit record, start talking, put in the sound effects, get some different views around the place. And then I might change that camera and see if we can see Alfie outside. If he's outside. He's not always outside. That's the problem. And the thing is, we lose the sky view when I do that. So because sometimes there's a bird that will fly across, and it actually goes across the screen, and it kind of looks cool too. Can't see the cloud definition very well. See, yeah, I can't get my mouse to go over the screen, obviously. So there's a bit of cloud over the sky now. Oh no! Oh, you see how the camera kind of adjusts itself so you can get a bit of a view outside there. So when the sun is blocked by the cloud, we can see the weatherish out there. So it'll be interesting when it rains to see what happens. Yeah. So an update for the life side of things is I'm working with Signub, hardware store in Narellan, and really loving it. It's really good. The time is the thing that I get back the most, and that's what I value the most. So the money is not great, but it's enough to live on, and I can just have a really good time with people I work with. I'm enjoying the people I work with a lot. They're very inappropriate and very rude and very funny. So all the things I love. How can I show us this view? So if I go up here, maybe this is that it? Yeah, all of this equipment here. This is the Tascam Porta Capture X8, which I use for sound recording, but it's also got a audio interface which lets me plug into maybe the view in the back there is what we need. Lets me plug into there. See the yep, wrong side. See that red thing there? That's a MIDI controller. It's actually not a piano. It's a MIDI controller where I can make it sound like a trumpet or drums or whatever. So I've got the pads here configured with a product called Loopy Pro, made by an Aussie, by the way. So many magnificent Aussie companies. Maton Guitars, Australian. Blackmagic Design, Australian. Rode, Australian. Loopy Pro, Australian. It's really good. So yeah, I've configured those pads for drums, and then obviously the keys for notes are for playing various instruments. And with MIDI, of course, as you know, you can make it any instrument you want, and then use the keys to play the notes of said instrument. So right now, I think I've got it set for a alto saxophone, which sounds super cool. I'm working out how to get. I want to show a view of this. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to use that camera to be a different view. Let's grab it. I think it's that one. Yep. So the only thing with doing it this way is I don't have my ORTP audio set up. So I've got to get that set up. So with this, what I'm doing, I haven't got a great view there. How do I get this to get a good view of what we're doing? Like that, maybe? It's pretty high. How can I get it over there? Maybe there? Oh, yeah, maybe there. Maybe there. Let's have a look. That could be it. If I move out of the way, then you can't hear me. So I'm hitting the table and everything. The camera's on. So I've got this stand from Amazon for holding things. Tray down there for holding the Portacapture X8 as an audio interface mixer. That is the kind of a hub. There is a USB hub there which hooks in the iPad, the MIDI controller. I've got an iRig audio interface for the iPhone, which then plugs into the Portacapture mixer to integrate amplitude and Loopy Pro and drums and all these other bits and pieces, and then it plugs into the amp there. And then the Ryobi gear is the giveaway for the power. So in the Ryobi boxes, I've got batteries and an inverter to give me the 240 volt power supply that we need to power everything wherever I want to play music. 50 amps music. Ugh, it's going to be great. I can't wait to actually get proficient at playing some of the songs that I want to sing. It's just going to be a fun weekend thing that I do once in a while, not for making money primarily, but I'll try to make some kind of money out of it as well. But it's more for the fun of it. I like it. There's my update so far. I'm really enjoying following the YouTubers who are, I don't know, they're giving it their best and trying the best they can at being like real and authentic, as well as you can tell it's their passion. I want to be like that. I just love making videos and doing this sound and things. I don't understand why, but I've got it, and I totally relate to what they're doing. So there's one guy called Nomad Push. I'll show you. How can I do that? There's a view that I've got which lets me do. Is it this one? Might be this one. Yeah. So over here in YouTube land, this guy's really good. The Tin House Studio. He's a photographer in England, and he gives away everything he knows. His photographic kind of experience, he gives it away freely, and he's not like Peter McKinnon. Peter McKinnon is a very famous YouTuber who's up at like 5 million subscribers or something. But Peter McKinnon doesn't really share his knowledge that well anymore. He used to, but not anymore. He's more of a movie star type YouTuber, whereas this guy, he actually shares his knowledge consistently and just wants to share and help other people succeed. He's fairly brutal in his assessment of other people and how they're going. So if you ask for advice from him and you know he responds to you, he'll tell you honestly how bad you are and what you need to improve, which I actually appreciate. It's hard to hear, but once you get over the personal attack, and it's not personal, you feel it's personal, but it's not. Then you start to apply what he's telling you, and you actually can learn really quickly from people like that. So I appreciate his channel very much. So this guy, Nomad Push, though, he's in Japan. He's a guy that realized life as a corporate kind of. I was going to say something really inappropriate, but I won't say that. But life in the corporate world did not suit him at all. And so what he did, pardon me, I got something in my nose. Sorry about that. So he basically resigned his position and took to a skateboard. He had to give up his apartment, his rental apartment. So he's living homelessly. He's homeless, and he's camping around Japan. And what he does is he's set up these kind of challenges where people can help him financially to survive. So he skated across Japan on a skateboard and got some people to help him do that. He managed to befriend. He's got good friends and he's made good relationships. So one of his friends basically gave him a scooter, but it only does like 50 kilometers per hour top speed. It's a really low powered scooter. So he's currently scootering around Japan collecting stickers. He did the same thing with the skate across Japan. He collected stickers, and then he went back after he did finish skate across Japan to the people who helped him financially and gave stickers to each of those people. And in the process has built up some really good friendships. And one of the friends gave him the moped, the scooter, and he's running around Japan on the scooter. So this is the scooter in this frame here. So he's currently doing that, and he's saving up with the money that he gets from YouTube subscriptions and people giving him financial assistance. He's saving up to buy a van to then film himself doing van life across Japan. So he's got an evolutionary kind of a dream and a story and a goal for his life, and it's because of the way he got burned out in the corporate world. So I can totally relate to this. This is why I'm following him, because it's really something that I've experienced to a degree as well. Not quite to the stage of him getting burned out, but I could tell that I wasn't going to be happy staying in the corporate world doing IT. And what happened in June last year when I lost my contract in Department of Education was actually a blessing in disguise. I've now picked up a new career path in sound recording, and I'm doing really well in that so far. I'm starting to charge money for the services provided because my quality has improved so much since that time last year. In only 1 year, I've gone from total amateur to professional now, sound recorders. And I've got all the gear and I've got the experience and I know how to do a lot of things that other people just don't know. And I do it to a pretty good quality as well. So people are paying me money now for my quality sound. And I'm following another guy, Free to Use Sounds. I'll show you this guy's YouTube channel too. He's really interesting. He goes around the world with his girlfriend. Forgotten her name. I think Sabine. Free to Use. Left out the U. Sounds. And he basically has set up a website and a business collecting sounds, which he then sells to YouTubers, movie producers, just people in the movie industry or sound industry to use as Foley sound or sound effects or as the basis for sound. He also talks about the gear he uses and recommends. And he's been doing this for only a couple of years as well, like maybe I think 4 or 5 years. And he started out with the exact same recorder that I use, which is a Zoom H1N, when I first started out. And so he's evolved from that, which is a capable recorder, but it's like $150. It's a really cheap 24-bit noisy little device, but it does what it needs to do. And so it's interesting. He started there, and that's where I started, and he's made a business out of it. And I'm trying to make a business out of my side of recording as well. And he's giving me ideas of potentially starting up a channel where I could do the same thing, make up some sounds and put it on a website and package it up and list it for sale. So a digital product which you build once and sell many, many, many times, which is a fantastic business model. I don't think he's super rich out of it, but it's enough to travel the world and have fun and make something that you enjoy doing enjoyable, more enjoyable. So I'm following this guy. He's the common link is that they're weird. They're just weird people, and I love that they're like. I'm not saying that in a cruel sense. I'm saying it that they're unusual. They're eccentric, and I love that. And I have no qualms if I come across that way. If I don't, it's not a problem. If I do, it's not a problem. I'm just enjoying who I am and what I do. And if you enjoy what I do and what I'm doing as well, then fantastic. It's good. And if you don't, then bye-bye. I don't care. I'm doing this more for the sake of doing it than anything else. I think YouTube for me is always going to be a hobby. I might make money out of it down the track, but it's taken since 2019, I think, is when I really started seriously doing YouTube. So 2019, what's that, 5 years? And I've got 92 subscribers. I got one more subscriber last night. The podcast is something I really enjoy, and I'm going to make more of those, but I'm going to make two versions of the podcast, or the what I call it, a vidcast or podio, a crossover of a video and podcast, so that if you wanted to listen to just the audio on a normal podcasting app like Apple Podcasts or Spotify, you can listen to the audio only. And if you wanted to catch up with some of the video that I do, then you can jump over to YouTube and find my vidcast podio to look at the video side of it. But the audio is pretty much going to be the same. There'll be a few minor differences because I can do a bit of an edit with the sound for podcasting, but the streaming side of things, I'm just going to basically grab the file that I'm recording right now and put up into YouTube with very minimal, if any, editing. Because that's the beauty of doing YouTube like this. It's not super high quality. It's just a snap grab of what's happening in my life while I've got time to do a quick video, which I still love doing. I don't know why. I don't know where it comes from, but I got it there. It's weird. And I can share the experiences that plane overhead. I think you probably can't hear it too much with this microphone. So I'll share the experiences and the gear that I use and why I use it and how I use it. And I do everything, either with old equipment that people don't want anymore or that I've not got a great use for, but that I can then repurpose. And very rarely will I go out and buy brand new equipment unless I can totally see the benefit of it and the value that I'll get from it. I think I got that from my dad, my mad Irish dad, who used to basically cobble together anything he could to make everything work. This is back in the 70s, of course, when there wasn't so much disposable income, at least not in my family. So nowadays things are different. Everything is so much cheaper, so much higher quality. You can get pretty much anything you want for a reasonably good price. But I know some things are still pretty expensive and out of the reach of a lot of people, me included. But I've been blessed in a lot of ways, most recently with things outside of my control, which, I'm really super grateful for. And I'm going to actually make full use of because such a great gift. So I'm really going to use it. So if you enjoy this kind of content and you wish to see more, then don't worry, I will be making more. And if you don't enjoy it too much, then you wouldn't have lasted this long and therefore it won't really matter. But I'm hoping we can grow a bit of a community and have fun and do and share experiences. So let me know in the comments below if there's things that you would like me to talk about, review, do, and I'll do the best that I can to do that. Let's have a look at this view because the camera's changed a bit now. So outside, it's still looking like a spring day in Sydney, which is cool. The camera, I'll change the angle of a little bit. Where's Alfie? What's he doing? Oh, he's not there. So I could use this camera, I guess. Well, I could use this camera for that purpose of seeing where Alfie is and pointing out things that I want to show you in the shack. Can you hear that helicopter? That is so loud out there. See, if I point that to the sun, it's going to blow it out. To the door, rather, it's going to blow it out. But I think you can see Alfie when he comes in. I might put it over like that. Or can I go further that way? Is that going to blow it out? I don't know. I'll work it out. Okay, on that note, I will say adieu, and we will see you in the next one. Bye for now.